Good Sunday evening, everybody. Hope you all are having a great day. Hope you had a great weekend. So, yeah, we had a really good day. The sun was kind of out. We got a little bit done outside. Not much, but we did shoot a cooking video, though. So, see, hi, Nate. Hi, Daryl. Hi, Lisa. How you all doing? Hope you're all having a great day. Let's see. Oh, we got Daryl down here. Hi, Daryl. Hey, how you guys doing?
This man has sound effects now.
Yeah, this StreamYard's been updating stuff. We got well, when somebody does something stupid.
That'll be my sound effect.
I'll do something stupid. Give me a second.
Yeah. We got all kind of boing, boing.
Hey,
Yeah.
Nate.
What's up, man?
Not a whole lot.
So you feeling better now, Daryl?
Yes and no.
So
I got to go the 21st. They found a spot on my voice box, so I got to go get the biopsy at it. So
Ay.
I may. Let's just hope that it ain't nothing major. I don't want to have one of them there vibrators to stick to my neck. So.
Oh boy.
Thing that Ring Guy had.
never mind. I'm not going to comment on that.
How old you is, Daryl?
Be 60 in December.
So, hi, Pete. How you doing, buddy? Didn't see you stop in. But yeah, I didn't get a whole lot done this weekend. We had a family luncheon. My dad's side of the family, the cousins, all get together every couple months or so and have lunch, usually on a weekend. And then my mom comes. My dad had 3 brothers, and my mom's the only one out of all the aunts and uncles that's still with us. So, hi, Dwight. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. We're going to give Dwight a wrench here.
A winch? I want me a new winch.
No, you don't.
You said wrench. I'm sorry, not winch.
You don't want a new winch. You got the one you have has you trained just right.
I'm about to go summons her right now because I need help.
Is she going to be your beer wench?
No, I need help getting a deck in here.
A big deck?
A big black deck.
Uh-oh.
Billy does that. That's funny. She likes to entertain the guys then. She destroys the house when Matt calls.
She's got to do her jaw exercises just about the time Ed comes on. See?
Yeah.
She's got to let them know who's boss. In other words.
Hey, Dwight.
How did I? Oh, there it is.
And DJP.
Hi, DJP. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. Dwight, you've been around long enough, brother. I think I can trust you not to do stupid stuff. So we like to
I've been
Like to
around
have
as long as any of them, and I still do stupid stuff. So I mean,
Well,
what are you talking about, Ed?
I'm talking about like blocking people and banning people
Yeah.
and doing all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. You know.
Yeah, I mean, the only ones
I
that,
did that
that
accidentally
use
one time.
the only time that I would do something like that is got him a lizard.
Oh.
He done found the Geico lizard.
Well,
To make
Darryl
it-
don't get my 4-wheeler running Wednesday or Thursday. He's coming to live with one of y'all. So you better start picking out who's going to house him.
Well, he don't like the cold weather, so I'll have to go south to Nate.
Yeah, I'll go down to Nate's house to about April.
That's about the size for on a pizza there, Nate. You better watch out. I say I would laugh if he bit your tongue, latched on.
Wait a minute. Is he the one that lives in Florida? No, you sit here. I'm going to Florida. I'll put the 4-wheeler in the trailer and take the truck.
No, don't be doing that.
You
Can't
don't
be
like
harming
bacon?
any. We can't be harming any of God's little creatures.
No, I would never. These are exotic invasive, though, just for the record, so they shouldn't be here.
Well, we'll put them in a bucket and ship them back to where he come from.
Well, you got
Bahamas,
There you go.
They're
Personally
called Bahama.
delivering.
Bahama and Knoll.
yeah, but y'all also got them big old lizards down there too, ain't you, Nate?
We got all kinds. He likes belly rubs. He likes belly rubs.
Everybody likes belly rubs.
That live under the house in the winter.
Oh,
He gone.
he gone. Well, I'll say he gone. Hey, Renegade, what's
Hey,
happening, brother?
Renegade.
So Friday evening, they officially ended the season, pulling season. They got a whole bunch of rain, and the temperatures weren't supposed to be real warm and everything. So pulling season is officially over. Now we can get on to winterizing tractors and building new stuff.
Well, when is your trophy banquet there, Ed?
February or March.
Oh,
So that's when they'll hand out all the trophies, any rule changes or anything like that. They'll do all that in February. So, but first things first, we got to get the. I know I've been slacking. I got to get that Shelter Logics thing emptied out and the new one filled up, and then I got to get building on that giveaway tractor, that raffle tractor for the club. So that's priority one. And then in instruments of building that giveaway tractor, I'm going to try to get the big motor done. I think I have everything I need besides building an intake to actually get it to run. I need to buy a coil. That's no big deal. We can do that. Hi, Mr. Lisa. What's the channel's name? But yeah, we need to get that back together. And I think for now, it should have its own chassis. It should have a custom built chassis, which I have the chassis. I just don't have a rear end and everything like that. The raffle tractor will be a stock 12 horse. I think it's a 12 horse I got upstairs up in the loft. It'll well, either way, it'll be a 12 or 14 horse. Depending on what engine I have up there.
I got a giveaway for next year. You can come down here and hang out with me, and you can take the wheel horse back with you for free. For free, Ed.
Well, I would love to do that. But right now, financially, I can barely afford to get back and forth to work. I just need to get some stuff going here.
Damn shed.
Yeah, I know. Well, my brother or my sister-in-law, she had I think it was a 2011 Chevy Suburban, 4-wheel drive, half ton, real nice, all laid out. They just traded it in on a 2025 Traverse. And I told them last summer before I bought the shed that when it comes time for them to trade it in, find out what the dealership will give them for it. Let me have first offer, first try and buy, but giving you what they'll, well, with buying the shed, I'm tapped out. So
Ed, did you when you was pricing buildings, did you price one of those Kwanzaa huts things?
Yes.
Looks like they're about the cheapest way to go right now with a daggum shed, the shed or a shop or anything.
Well, I could have got a 24 by 24 all steel building for, I think it was $3,500. It don't have a floor in it.
Yeah.
So
by the time you put concrete down, I guess.
Yep. By the time you put concrete or asphalt or build a wood floor for them, I would have just about as much as what I have in the shed. So, just my debt ratios, I'm not going into the poorhouse. It's just, I don't spend money on myself very well. It really stresses me out. And, so having that extra payment that I didn't have before is really, 72 degrees. I get you. Yeah.
See what I'm showing you there, Nate. I'm not going to turn my camera on what I was showing.
Oh, they want to see your boobies.
Santa Claus said no. Well, and here I am. You're talking about being in the poorhouse, Ed. But with all this great big YouTube money and all this stuff and all that, I mean, I thought I'd at least get a lot better gift this year than what I got for Christmas last year from.
Well, I just looked at my analytics before I come on, and for the last 30 days, my watch time hours are 986. I was getting almost 2,000 over the summer. So
You're not much below me, brother.
Well, I am constantly holding at 579 hours, and I ain't put up a video in a year now.
I was gonna say, when was the last time you put a video out?
exactly, Renegade.
Ooh, it's gonna be cold tonight.
Hey, quick wrench.
I might have to cut the heat on, Ed.
I've had my heat on.
65 degrees.
Oh, I think that was our high a couple weeks ago. We
might get 65 by Wednesday, but the nighttime temperatures is going to be 35 after that the rest of the week.
65 is warm. I expect that four-wheeler to be running wide open. No flat tires.
The Queen has spoken. The Queen has spoken.
You damn straight.
So
my four-wheeler is my baby. That's
yeah, but it's too cold. It's too cold except for that day to get out there to do anything.
Thursday and Friday is going to be warm too. I've done checked.
During the day, but at nighttime, and it takes it to 12 to get warm enough to go out there.
You got 2
and
hours.
by 4 o'clock, it's done cold again.
Need to do what I did and have a big yard sale.
That's what I'm having in the spring. It's
I
all
see.
gone.
I seen that, Nate. You selling junk to get junk?
Yeah, and then we went to the flea market.
Yeah.
I only bought 2 things though. I did good. I almost bought a Milwaukee half-inch drive. It wasn't the M18, the one size bigger battery. It's not the M12. Yeah, it was like an M18 or something half-inch drive for $150. No battery.
Was it the fuel or just the M18?
I think it was the fuel.
Well, that was a deal. Then you should have bought that.
He's got a ton of them. I can go back and get one. But I'd have to buy batteries though. I don't have M18 batteries.
Millie.
You can get the aftermarket ones cheap on Amazon.
Really?
Yep.
And they work in it?
Oh yeah. I just the other day at work, my little Harbor Freight 3/8 impact, the earthquake. It's still a decent little 3/8 impact. It's just the batteries are starting to get not so long running.
Yeah.
And you can't buy the batteries for them no more.
Dude, I still got blue Ryobi tools, man. Don't tell me.
And so I started looking around, and I ended up I was gonna buy a Hercules because work's paying for it. I was gonna buy Hercules. Work's gonna pay for it, but by the time I bought the tool, which is like $75, 2 5-amp-hour batteries, and a charger, I was within $100 of buying a Milwaukee.
That's a good question. What's the difference between the fuel and the regular ones?
The fuel is the high torque ones.
That's why I have this boo-boo on my finger.
Uh-oh.
That little ratchet, that little 3/8 ratchet, dude. I was working on a push mower, and I had the ratchet underneath, and I was holding a little 10 mil wrench on top, and I hit that sucker, dude, and it pinched my finger. It went wow. You talk about hurt. I had to go in there and cry to Christine.
No. But I ended up buying the Milwaukee M18 3/8 drive impact gun.
And that sucker's badass too, ain't it?
Oh, dude, it rivals the half-inch.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You think it'd take blades off?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was actually pulling. I took just trying it out. I was taking torqued on lug nuts off one of our vans Friday or Thursday.
Damn.
They're
with a 3/8 drive.
3/8 drive. It's the high torque one. They make 2 different ones.
Right.
In the fuel line, they make the normal and then they make the high torque. And I ended up buying the high torque one. It thoroughly impressed me. So, but I'll still buy the Hercules because I got all the batteries for it. But through work, I just went ahead and bought the Milwaukee because I've already got four Milwaukee batteries. All right, Don, how you doing? Thank you for stopping in, man.
Hey, Don. Yeah, I'm still working off the air tools. I can't afford them battery operated jobs.
That little 3/8 ratchet I got for my birthday was the first Milwaukee tool I've ever owned. I'm telling you, all my tools are Ryobi green. This is the newer version. And then this thing's got to be 20 years old.
Oh yeah.
And the cool thing, this used to have the nickel metal hydride battery. And the cool thing is what Ryobi did is at least their lithium batteries fit the same. They still work in the old one.
Awesome.
I still have I still have the saws all, the skill saw, everything.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of old Milwaukee stuff, drills. I got a couple or one or two cordless grinders, cordless sawzall, cordless little 4.5-inch circular saw and stuff.
That's sweet.
I was getting ready to get rid of them and start replacing everything with the Hercules stuff until my buddy he gave me a bunch of DeWalt lithium batteries, the 20 volts. Now all those tools are 18, but I bought the adapter that you plug the 20 volt battery into and click it into the 18 volt tool. Dude, I love it. I bought two adapters. Yeah, 2 adapters and a charger for under $100, and I've got all my DeWalt tools back now.
Nice. I have a DeWalt Impact. My brother gave me that. Still works really good.
Yeah. So I'll be hanging on to my DeWalt tools for a little while longer.
I think Mark bought me the grinder, the Ryobi grinder. Was it Mark?
He may have. Yeah, he may have. But
the only thing I got DeWalt is a grinder, and it's got a handle. It's still got the whole cord hooked to it. So I mean,
well, I've got two corded grinders, DeWalt. I've only got one cordless grinder. I've got like 5 drills, all 1/2 inch. The circular saw, the Sawzall. Trying to think if I got anything else. No, that's all I got on that. And I've got a corded Sawzall DeWalt. So
I don't even use that Ryobi grinder anymore because it eats batteries, dude. Like it maybe lasts 2 minutes, 3 minutes top. If you're grinding hard.
Let's see.
Best time is to wait till like Christmas, man, because that crap goes on sale. You could like get a tool with the batteries and everything for like $150. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm gonna try to get another one for Christmas. For Christmas, I would like a Milwaukee 1/2 inch drive M18 drill.
Yeah, I've had my Milwaukee 1/2 inch Impact for like 5 or 6 years now. It was right when they come out the fuels is when I bought it.
Yeah,
and I love that thing. The only thing I don't like when you put like a 5 amp hour battery on it, if you're holding it above your head under a lift, it gets
heavy.
It gets a little heavy, after a while. But I've only had a couple things that I could not break loose with it, but it was on like our big Isuzu lug nuts and stuff like that. And I put our 3/4 inch air impact on it, and that air impact struggled. So,
damn.
Yeah,
I still use air for that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I've still got my 3/4 inch drive air impact back in the shelf in the back room. Matter of fact, that's a Harbor Freight too. Well,
I got one of them fancy Cobalts for that. My other gun is a Cobalt.
Well, you want to hear something funny? Is I've got a Cornwell 3/4 inch drive impact. That 3/4 inch drive one from Harbor Freight outdoes it every time.
Huh.
Every time.
They say those Harbor Freight ones are pretty beast, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nowadays Harbor Freight's got three levels of quality as far as tools goes.
Right.
I mean, so if you buy the high dollar, it's just as high as it is anywhere. The higher price ones are just as high as they are as any tools around in Lowe's or Home Depot or any place you got to get those stuff. But something that you ain't gonna use, but maybe once or twice every now and then, like I use a tool, then I can still go back to the Pittsburgh or the other stuff on that. But
well, the air impact I bought, it wasn't even. This is before they had the Icon tools and stuff like that. it's just the what was their air tools? I can't even remember the brand they had.
Chicago pneumatic.
Yeah, Chicago pneumatic. That's all it was, and that thing hits. Ooh, 29-inch snowblower. Thomas just finished up. He's getting ready to have some snow.
Yeah, me too.
You might need it for leaves.
I'm actually going to this wintertime. I'm gonna start looking for me a tiller. Grocers keep going up. I'm gonna have to put out a garden next year.
That's what I bought at the flea market today. I bought some sugar cane and some turmeric. Turmeric. Yeah. I don't know if you guys pay attention, but I'm trying to start a fruit forest.
Well, how'd your chicken farm go? You
Chicken farm, no more.
Oh, you got rid of the chicken farm?
Once the mice started getting into Victor's attic, we had a problem.
And then you got snakes.
And foxes. We got foxes around here.
Yep. We have bear. I'll trade you any day.
You got one right there in the background.
What?
Fox. We see her running around every once in a while.
That foxy lady?
Yeah.
Hey, Roadrunner. Beep, beep.
Hey, Roadrunner. I didn't even see you come in, buddy. Wasn't paying attention to the chat very well. Yeah.
Ingersoll. That's what mine is, I think.
Tell them when the bear runs into the fence because it don't know it's there.
Yeah, I've got one of those exactly like that too. It's in my toolbox.
That's my beast.
Oh,
that's what I bring out when I forget to put batteries on charge.
Yep.
And it's definitely lighter than the cordless Impact.
I've worked 20 gallons.
But I've got the Milwaukee 4-inch drive OG cordless ratchet, 12 volt. And when I first got it, I'm like, nah, I'll use it. You know, I find myself using that thing more and more all the time.
It's only a matter of time. I'm saying it now. Whatever the date is, November, whatever. They will make battery powered ones like this eventually. This size. I'm willing to bet money. They're going to have a magnetized charger that you just stick it to, and it'll charge it whenever you need it. You'll be able to pull it down, and there'll be a button right here on the end, and you'll be able to put it on there, and it'll be like, it'll loosen up bolts. I bet money. I'm waiting for that day.
I don't know if you'll be able to break bolts loose with it.
Yeah, but you'll be able to, like, once you break it loose, then zip it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Watch.
Yep.
Mark my word.
Yeah,
I'm gonna invent it.
Somebody will come up with a little micro motor or something that'll spin them things good enough to break to get that stuff off. Yeah.
Yep.
On a horse.
So, but what I really want is a cordless right angle die grinder for putting the cleaning, the sanding discs and stuff on. Not so much for doing die grinding, but for doing like cleaning surface prep pads and stuff on.
I have an air powered one, I think.
I've got 4 of them. 2 right angle.
Like $8 at Harbor Freight or something like that. For $10.
I've got 2 right angle and I got two straight. One of the right angles has a burr bit on it, and one of the straights has a burr bit. One of the straights has the little adapter to put the little sanding discs on. Yeah. And then the right angle has one that you put the sanding prep discs on.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get the Hercules one. And just about the time that I went to go get it, they went out of stock. They've been out of stock like 9 months now. You can't buy them anywhere. I've had people check all over the country, and they're out of stock everywhere. Now, I did go online, and it says that you can buy them online. It doesn't say that they're out of stock online, but you got to pay like $17 shipping, which bumps the price up to, with tax, like $75 over $59.
Jeez.
So
I'll tell you what's out of freaking stock is a damn Scott's god darn Gator blade for the lawnmowers. The blades.
yep.
I paid $80 for 2 blades. I couldn't find them anywhere.
Sit down. Sit.
I went on eBay. I went on Amazon. Amazon had one. That was frustrating.
I ran into that problem over the summer. I was looking for the bump feed heads for Red Max weed eaters, and I was buying them on Amazon, and they had 10 packs or 20 packs. Just the spool part, and the little cap that goes on it. You could buy the spools and the caps. You could buy them in 10 packs or 20 packs. They went out of stock. The company I was buying them from found another place. We bought them. I bought 10 of each. The things are the plastic that they're made out of is so hard that they shatter.
Oh my gosh.
They can only use them for like 15 or 20 minutes before they crack and break and everything else.
Jeez.
I contacted the seller and they're like, well, that's what we've always made them out of. And I'm like, well, I'm just letting you know that there's a problem with them because you can't use them. Well, maybe they're bumping them too hard. Huh?
Next year, they'll make them out of rubber, Ed.
Well, I tried. I went back to a dealer and to buy. They don't sell. They couldn't get. They were back ordered. The spools and the caps were back ordered. You had to buy the whole entire head. $65 a piece.
Good Lord.
And our guys will go through a spool in about 2 weeks. They wear them out. That's how much weed eating they do. And I'm like, I ain't paying those $65 every 2 weeks for, when I was buying them for like $5 a piece.
Right.
So they made do. They got through the summer, but I'm gonna have to definitely look. And I actually ordered another brand from another seller on Amazon, and it must be an updated, newer version of that spool. The caps, the spools fit, but the caps won't snap down on. There's a little extra piece of plastic in there. So I sent the caps back and kept the spools, and they seemed like they worked okay, but the caps are what they need. That
Yeah.
What it is they trim along the edge of the sidewalks. They don't use like a sidewalk edger. They just turn the weed eater up on its side.
Yeah.
And sometimes they hit the edge of the spool, that cap, on the concrete. Well, that's where they're breaking them. They were
Right.
That was hitting, and it was breaking the cap. So, but I've got a few months now to restock and replenish, and I was buying.
Grass ain't growing right now up there, is it?
No, it's just about done. They my neighbor across the street, he just mowed today, but he hadn't mowed for about 2 weeks. And I think I mowed the beginning of last week. I mowed for the last time.
Yeah, I'm with what's the channel name? I ain't about weed eating, dude. I like to spray.
Yeah, that's me. Those damn weeds around here are tough.
I hate weed eating. It's one of my least favorite things to do.
Yeah, me too. But at work they can't spray along the sidewalk. They tried it 1 year, and it looks like crap. So,
well, it's time for the Canadian Air Force to move down there, ain't it, Ed?
they've been here all summer.
They ain't never left.
No.
Well, call ICE on them. I mean, make Trump will have to haul them out. Tell them this is a security threat.
We don't get too many Canadian geese down here, or we don't get any.
Well, I'll have to show them. I'll have to give them a map and show them how to get there.
I get excited when I go to South Carolina when I see them, because I actually see them in South Carolina on the golf courses.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not mean or anything like that. They just make a huge mess.
No. That thing.
Then I would have goat milk.
I knew
Let's see. Oh, Renegade says he has them up there up north of Florida where he's at.
Really?
Yeah. So
Renegade
But,
lives in Florida?
Yeah. Jackson, around Jacksonville.
I think it's Jacksonville. But yeah, I'm glad I don't have any Canadian geese here, but we have them at work. My mom has them at her lake. They're I mean, like I said, they're not mean. They don't destroy stuff. It's just they crap everywhere.
That's what I figured to say. They're pooping. They're poop. Homemade poop machines.
They contaminate our drink water bad. Filter it out.
I feel for you, at least on the handlebar thing.
I love the handlebars. I can do fine. It's just that one way you gotta hold it, and I can't do it.
It looks like black Cheetos. You try them black Cheetos and let me know how they taste. But
Black Cheetos.
yeah, but yeah. So I actually got my weed eater out a couple weeks ago and did a bunch of fall trimming. Basically, I had to trim around my septic tank and stuff so they could get in there and do the service work on it and get in there to get the water test and stuff because last year they bitched about it. You know, oh, you need to trim the weeds down around it. I let them grow up because they hide it, so I don't have to look at it. So, but so yeah, that's another thing too. They bumped the cost of the yearly service contract on my aeration system for my septic. They bumped it from $212 to $265, and then they found a year.
Oh, I was about to say, holy Jesus!
No,
I took in a bucket.
no, bumped it to $265 a year. But they found out the UV light that's in it was bad, and the tube that holds it was bad. Which, I mean, it's 16 years old now, 15 years old. That was another $280 that I had to spend. And then here on the 12th, they're coming back because I have to have a water test done because it discharges the water into a creek, not a leach bed.
Yeah.
They have to test the water to make sure it's not, putting out too much, biological stuff. That's another $185. So,
So you must be out in the country then or something, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, he needs our water then.
But they,
Are you on well water?
yeah, I'm on well water, and septic, and it has to be a special aeration. Has a thing in it that keeps it churned up, that keeps it breaking down, and then that's the first tank, and then it overflows into a second tank, which is like another settlement tank. But as the water comes through, it goes through a tube that has a UV light in it that's supposed to kill all the bacteria and everything. And then from that tank, it goes into a third tank that's supposed to be another settlement tank. And then it goes from there, discharges.
Then you got drinking water coming out.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe not drinking water, but not polluted water.
Yeah.
And you can either have it go into what they call a leach line, which goes out into like a sand bed, and the water leaches down through the ground and gets purified and goes back into the water table, or like mine goes out and dumps into a creek. It was another $8,000 when I had the system installed to have a leach line put in.
Mm.
So I opted to have it just dump into the creek. Well, they didn't tell me that, the county I live in, you not only have to have a service contract in place every year with a company that will come out and check and service and everything else, but you have to turn in what they call an affluent water test to make sure your system was working right every year. The water test itself is only $65 for the company to do the water test. So I can pull the water out and have it tested, but the county won't accept it because it's not a technician proving where the water come from.
A poop water technician.
Yeah. So, and they charge a service call, like I think it's $115 or something like that dollars, just to come out and pull the tip to cap off my discharge my discharge water, dip it, and take it back to the lab and test it, and send it to the county. Send the results to the county.
They just want your DNA, Ed.
They can have my freaking DNA, but what sucks is if they'll come out and do the water test, and if it comes back with levels too high, then they have to come back out and check the system again to make sure everything's working right. That's another service call. And then they have to wait 2 weeks after they do that to do another water test. So this can go. A friend of mine, his went on for 2 months. Once a month they'd come out and check the system. And luckily he has a different system than mine. His is only $150 a year plus $75 for a water test. It's all rolled into one. But they had to keep coming back out and cleaning the filter and cleaning the system and doing all this stuff, and then come back and do a water test. And finally they got one that would pass. And that's the one they sent to the county.
It's just a tip there, Renegade.
Yeah, exactly. Renegade. But yeah, it's a racket. These aeration septic systems,
Yeah, and the town and county has been hiding them water reports for years around here, and then they messed up and had somebody asked a question at a town hall meeting the other day, and they had to publish it then.
Yeah. Luckily, I've only had one water test come back. That it was it passed, but it had elevated levels in it, and I think they didn't wait long enough from the time they changed the filter and cleaned everything. I don't think they waited long enough for everything to settle out of the water and let it start running clear again. But yeah,
Y'all check this out. What do these look like right here?
Adjustment slots to me.
No, what the whole mower is built on. Don't those look like fence posts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like a T-post?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These damn Scott's mowers are built on these damn fence posts, man.
Huh.
I just thought that was crazy, man, when I saw that. Like the Cub Cadets, at least they have an actual frame,
Yeah.
Damn Scott's built on a fence post.
Scott's is recycling.
Recycling.
Hey, I'll tell you. Have you ever tried to cut one of those T-posts with like a hacksaw or anything, or a sawzall?
No.
They're like a spring steel.
Really?
Yeah.
I got 3 T-posts.
Our I had to put a sign up for about 6-7 months for our groundspeople not to cut T-posts or road sign posts. The one, the ones that look like a kind of a U shape, all the holes in them.
Yeah.
Do not cut those with my cutoff saw, my metal cutoff saw.
It'll eat them.
It took the teeth right off. Took the carbide teeth right off of them. Brand new
Good
blade,
Lord.
brand new Diablo blade. They cut. I think there was 7 the big signposts, like the roadside posts. I think they cut 7 of those and 2 T-posts. Why they cut the T-posts off, I don't know. They said they needed short. They cut them in half. They said they needed short ones. But
we got beetles that's getting in all wood posts here. All the telephone posts are having to be replaced. They're doing them down in front of our house now. We got these tree beetles bad, really bad.
well, I had just put that blade on because I needed to cut a bunch of steel to make some kind of framework. Oh, I was making a handrail, and in between me doing that, they started cutting those signposts real quick, and I went back to cutting my stuff, and I'm like, man, this thing's not cutting well. I looked at it. Almost every single tooth on it was chipped, and they weren't trying to hog down through them. They were cutting down nice and slow. And what it turned out is that they're like a spring steel. They're hardened.
Those Diablo blades are expensive and they're badass too, man. They
Yeah.
Well, Ed, I keep sending you them memes about Fords and all that stuff. I'm about the same way with Chevrolets and General Motors anymore.
Oh yeah.
I went to get my truck inspected the other day, a 2015. It's got 78,000 miles on it. And they told me that the ball joints is wore out on it.
Oh, we don't go anything with it.
And I don't go off road with it or nothing else. So.
Yeah, I can totally believe that.
What's an inspection?
Well, I know, Nate. I used to live in South Carolina, so I know exactly what no inspection is. So,
Yeah,
but we're up here in this hillbilly country, and up here in this liberal hillbilly country, and they got to have their money. So,
I don't have inspection where I'm at. We don't even have e-check where they sniff the exhaust.
Same here. We don't have that either.
We don't have that here in the mountains, but I mean some of the big towns have that around them, but you got to have car done. But around here we don't have to do that. But
A friend of mine, the county that they live in, they have the e-check. He literally his beater with a heater literally had it titled in his mom's name so he could drive it because it would not pass e-check. He wasn't about to put the money into it that it was going to cost to make it pass e-check.
Man, I remember them days when I lived in Virginia. If you had a check engine light on or anything, man,
it's a daggum crooked system. I mean,
fail.
I mean, if the thing about it is up here in Virginia is $20 to do an inspection. Okay, they are mandated at least 30 minutes on car. Okay, the shop can't get no $80 an hour or $120 an hour for the regular shop rate to do inspections. So I mean, in other words, they got to find something wrong with that vehicle to
make some money.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so, but I mean, that's why I never let them do the work on it. I do it myself. But he said he didn't. he didn't fail me the other day for the ball joints, but he said by next year they will be too loose they will be way too loose for him to.
Oh, we got the Explorer to fix.
I mean, I got to fix the Explorer because one of the boots off of the ball joints on it has rotted off. So
What
I got to
part of
put.
Virginia did he live in?
What part did you live in up here, Nate?
I was born in Norfolk, but I've lived all over the southeast portion of
Okay.
Virginia.
He was on the
Okay,
shore.
you're over on that side. We're over here
We're on the tail.
We're on the tail over here next to West Virginia and Tennessee back over here.
By Coburn?
Coburn ain't.
No, we're more east of Coburn.
We're east of Coburn.
We're about 2 hours from
Do you know
Coburn.
where Withville is, where the two interstates run together?
Man, it's been so long since I've been up there. I couldn't tell you. The only reason I know Coburn is because I went to Job Corps there.
Well,
Okay.
we're 2 hours from Coburn.
Yeah, we're still 2 hours from there.
That's coal mine country.
We're
up
about
there.
20 miles from, about 20 some miles from Blacksburg.
I didn't even know you was in Virginia.
Yeah, we're in Virginia. I had a house in South Carolina up to about 4 or 5 years ago. And then I finally sold it. It was just too expensive to keep two houses going.
Me and the wife were both from Virginia. The daughter was born in Virginia, and we got out of there as soon as we could.
Well,
Well, they opened the coal mines back up.
Shit.
They're wide the freaking open. Yeah, they making money now.
Bring it back to America.
yeah.
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 That I'm so glad. I mean, we rode up in West Virginia where I rode for years, and we rode 4-wheelers years ago, and saw where these towns were devastated from where the coal mines shut down, and people don't see what goes on in those little towns. They still only see what's on TV, but you go to them little towns, and I tell you what, it makes you cry. And so every year they have what's called Trail Fest, and everybody takes their off-road vehicles up there. There's so many people that comes to that from all around the world. You can't get through that half of West Virginia, can you, Daryl?
Well, you have
That's-
also.
Don't they have a trail here? Don't they have Trail Hero there too?
Hatfield McCoy.
Yeah,
Trail,
Hatfield
Spearhead.
McCoy, all through there. Yeah.
Well,
Right.
there's a big off-road event over in West Virginia or someplace over there. They call it Trail Hero. They have it every year. They have it out there. They have it in Utah. There's like 4 or 5 of them all
That
over the
might be-
country.
This is like Trail.
That might
this
be
is Trail Fest.
the Jeeps and stuff like that. But,
Yeah, the Jeeps and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but
They
they
have
have
trail-
trail. They call it Trail Fest for the ATVs
It
and all.
is packed.
And
They have
it's-
tractor trailers from every off-road vehicle: Honda, Kawasaki, Suzuki, you name it. They're here, and they're there to sell too. Honda's always the first one in. I'm like, yes, Honda, number one.
I love my Hondas.
Hi, Scott. How
Hey,
you
there
doing,
we
bud?
go. I like you. You'll get a Christmas card.
Y'all know I got my 2 4-tracks. I need to pull them out and get them running again. They've been sitting 2-3 years probably.
Yeah, we need another canal video.
Yeah, that's fun stuff, man. I miss that.
Yeah.
I have a 2002 500 Honda Foreman.
Yeah, but y'all got them there lizards with them big teeth in them down there, riding them doggone.
I'm surprised we ain't never ran one over down there.
That's why I watched the night ones. I want to see them. I was really watching to watch one of them suckers come up and bite one of the wheels.
I had a close experience with a gator like last week. I was down by this canal, and I had my work truck, which is a big off-road Ford. You know, it's jacked up and all that. And we had a lot of rain, so the canal was flowing really big, and I couldn't get through it with my truck. So I'd gone down in it, and then I backed out, and I said, I'll have to try it another day. So a week later, I went to go up to the canal, but I stopped before I got to it around the corner, and I walked down there, and I was standing at the edge of the canal looking in. I'm like, I think I can make it. You know, I'm standing there looking around. I'm like, I think I can make it through. So I come around with my truck, and as soon as my truck dropped off the little into the water, a freaking gator pops up. I had landed on his tail. The truck landed on the tail of the gator. And the gator's head popped up, and he's like, oh, crap. And he's going crazy like this. So I backed up, and he took off down the canal. I'm like, I was just standing there.
Yeah.
I was just standing at the edge of that canal looking. And I didn't see him or anything. You know, it was deep, dark water. I couldn't see it. But that damn thing could have eaten me.
I was down in the creek riding four-wheeler one day, and we have what's called on the very far bottom, we call it the snake, and it's a trail that just goes along the side of the creek, and it's like a snake. And I rode past there one day, and I was flying through there and ran over a big black snake. And I was like, oh man, I ran over and killed that thing. I need to go back and look. It was still laying there, same position, everything. Now keep in mind, I have been riding for 45 years now. In my mind, I killed that snake. So dummy me takes the front tire, puts it on the snake. That damn thing gets wrapped up in the motor on that four-wheeler. I'm standing on the seat. The video is on my channel.
Oh,
that
Lord.
snake was crawling up in the motor on that four-wheeler, and I'm forgetting those tires is soft because I keep half air pressure out of
them.
them.
ATV tires ain't gonna kill no snake.
No,
Yeah.
I forgot about it.
I ran over plenty of them in the UTVs, and they take off like nothing.
Yeah.
Ask Daryl about a blue racer. You saw one for the first time.
Yeah, and you I know all I seen was you slamming on brakes in front of me, and I had nowhere to go but run right over the top of it.
He said, "What was that?" I said, "That was called a blue racer."
When I was young, I ran over a snapping turtle with my three-wheeler.
I could find me a good Honda three-wheeler.
It didn't even know I did it. It just.
Mr. Briggs in the chat.
Yeah.
But they're safe. Now I'm using that to my thing of they're safe. They won't hurt you if they run over you.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've run over people's feet and it didn't hurt them.
I've ran over myself with a three-wheeler and didn't hurt myself.
That's good.
I had a Kawasaki KLT 250. I ran that thing into the ground.
Well,
I wish I still had that one Honda three-wheeler I had, a 125.
I thought about getting another three-wheeler or four-wheeler or something like that, and I don't have time for the toys I have, let alone buying something more.
Oh, come on, Ed. Come down and spend the weekend with us in the summer. I'll take you riding. You'll buy one then.
My brother had a 900. I want to say it's a Kawasaki or something. I could use it anytime I wanted, and I like riding them and stuff. I don't have time. I've got too much other stuff going on. It's the same reason I don't buy the Harley Davidson. You know, only time I would get to ride it would be back and forth to work, and that's.
Well, that's the thing, Scott. That's why I was telling you the other day, especially about them. I know they had a lot of problems with the engines of those with the cut back cylinders.
My brother got a new Chevy truck.
And those year models.
He bought a new Chevy truck, but he bought like the plain Jane one, that none of the electrical crap in it. I forget which one it is. It's got like the 6-liter in it, 4-wheel drive. He said he wasn't about all that electrical crap and computers.
We finally bought another truck at work. 2025 Ram 4x4 3/4 ton. It's moderately laid out and everything, but we got it at a heck of a discount because it was hail damaged. The hail damage on it is the driver's side mirror has a crack with a piece missing about that big.
No. Damn it, man.
But they come out of Indiana. Local dealership bought, I want to say they bought 18 vans and 6 or 7 trucks, pickup trucks, all from the same dealership. This was the only one that was a standard cab, wasn't extended cab, wasn't all the fancy laid out, crap and everything. And it was only 3/4 ton they had. All the rest of them were half ton, real fancy, extended or 4-door, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. They were having trouble selling it because nobody wants just a standard work truck, Of course, this is like the next model up from a work truck.
Yeah.
But we got it at a heck of a deal. And right now I'm trying to get 3 quotes to get a snowplow put on it, because that's how we have to do our bidding. We, when we do something like that, we're trying to get a grant for it, or a partial grant. The snowplows we use were the Blizzards, but SnowX bought them out, and they have now spec'd out the way I want it, with the box wings that fold out. It goes like 11.5 feet wide, all that kind of stuff. Fully installed, out the door, $11,500 just for the snowplow.
Good God.
Our Fords that we got now are F-250s. I got a solid front axle in my work truck, and we're all having problems with our four-wheel drives already.
You get a bunch of teenage boys $10, they'll do it for $10.
What? You ain't gonna get no teenage boys to even work these days, much less for $10.
We used to in the mountain.
Well, let's see. 8 or 10 years ago, we had a landscaping company, big landscaping company, come through and give us a quote to do snow removal on our campus. That's all the parking lots, all the sidewalks, all the steps and entrances of all the buildings. They quoted us 5 cleanings, which means that's 5 snowfalls, complete cleanings. And it was just a hair under $1 million for one season.
Lord.
Dang.
We're in the wrong business.
I beat you to it. I'm looking them up now.
Well, the thing about it is they were looking at it and they're like, well, for the equipment they'll have and they guaranteed it be, completely done in 2 hours, like we do it in house. They started looking into the contract and stuff, and at the bottom or at the end of it, it says that any additional snow calls or cleanings was $20,000. So
no wonder that daggone Spencer's Lawn Care up there's got buying all this in property up there in the part of the world there, Ed.
Well, the thing about it is when you look at like the prior year, we were called in 13 times for snow call.
Oh my God.
That million only covered 5 of them. It would have been $20,000 every other time that they were called in.
They're gonna have Ed out there at 3 a.m. back in his little snow thing.
We do. That's why we kept it in house.
And
They're
Ed's
like, yeah.
collecting $1 million a year.
No, I'm not. No. That's why we've, over the last 6 years, we've spent $41,000 per vent trek to buy one every other year. We were supposed to buy another one this year. We opted not to buy it and buy a plow truck.
That's insane.
Grief.
I'm moving back to Virginia.
It was bad. Hell, they just go to school and say We'll just wait till it warms up.
Yeah. Well, if you look at they had twice the number of people coming in to do the work that we do in 2 hours.
They busted out quick.
Yeah. Yeah. They were gonna have 60 some people on campus. You know, to do all the sidewalks, do all the steps, all the entrances, plow all the lots, salt all the sidewalks, salt all the entrances. You know,
I'll go out there with a shovel
We were up here.
for 50,000, Ed, and I'll have that junk done in the morning. Trust me.
yeah, that's
And I only charge you 75,000.
Hey, I got you beat 25.
hey. If any of y'all want to put a bid in to try to do it,
As long as I can do it with my 4-wheeler and my blade, I'm happy.
How many acres is it, Ed?
I think we're up to 120 acres. There's 19 miles of sidewalk.
I was going to say, golly.
I want to say there's 20 something acres of parking lots. And I forget how many square foot of steps and entrances. They had it all figured up.
It's just piling it up, Ed? It ain't hauling it off for nothing for that
It's not hauling it off. It's but we have zero tolerance.
I'm game. I'm putting in the bid.
Can't be a snowflake on that sidewalk.
Exactly. If it starts snowing at midnight, we are supposed to have everything cleared and ready to go by 6:30 in the morning.
Gee.
Well, that reminds me, they used to do that to our schools. And then I can't remember if it was a student or if it was a teacher or somebody, but somebody fell and broke their leg and their hip and really messed them up.
Mm-hmm.
They sued the hell out of the school system here. And they keep those roads and sidewalks and stuff clean now, don't they, Daryl? But the rest of the roads for VDOT out in the county,
either that or they shut it down. They just shut them down now.
Ed, I got it. Here's what we're going to do. All right. We're going to put in heated sidewalks and heated parking lots.
They actually
$10 million.
They actually looked into doing that on one of the new buildings that we were putting up. They put heated handicap ramps and heated steps in, and they work really, really nice. Except for where it runs off onto the sidewalk that's not heated, it turns into a big chunk of ice. You don't have to shovel the handicap ramp, and you don't have to shovel all the steps that are on the building. But 2 foot out in front of the steps, it's a 4 inches thick of ice.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, and as cold as it is, you got to be careful with trusting that too, because up there where you're at, Ed, up there in the
they work really well. The first year, because they built the building over like 2 years, remodeled the building over like 2 years. The first snowstorm after the building was occupied, everybody was bitching, that we spent all that money on them heated steps and all blah, 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 and it's not even working. It's barely da. Yeah, nobody turned the switch on in the basement or in the. There was like 4 breakers that handle that system, and summertime they shut it off, because like in the fall we'll get cold temperatures, and that's what it works off of. It doesn't work off moisture, it works off temperature. There's no sense in having heated steps and handicap ramps if there's no snow or ice on them. So we got occupancy in the fall when it was warm out and nobody turned the breakers on, and nobody told us that, hey, you got to turn these on in the fall. And the first big snowstorm we had, they were bitching and complaining because it wasn't working. And finally, one of the electricians went over to check it out to make sure that something didn't happen to it. And they're like, yeah, hey, let's see what happens when we turn these breakers on. They turned the breakers on, an hour later, they were melted off.
Oh, God.
I was fixing to say that was probably $150,000 service call just for them to come out and turn the breakers on.
Well, we have in-house and electricians and stuff.
Oh, you
And,
should hear my dad when he worked out at Volvo. He could tell you some stuff. He was the lead electrician and maintenance out there, and they had to keep that parking lot, sidewalks, everything spotless.
Yep.
And we would get these heavy snows, and the top of the plant is flat. You can see it on Google Earth. And we, every so many years, we would get like 3 and 4 feet of snow. And he said, he told them that he wasn't shoveling all that snow. He said, you shovel 2 feet, you're shoveling 6 feet of snow. He said, that's not my job. He said, but it is my job to tell you if I put in a layer of electric line and put a cover over top of it, we won't have that problem.
Mm-hmm.
5 years later, they listened to him.
Yeah.
He retired the year after that.
And the thing about it, I mean, when I say it as $1 million, there's a lot that goes into that.
It is.
One they have to have an insurance policy. If they damage anything on campus, damage any vehicles, if they get, if somebody gets hurt because of something they do, they have to have a liability insurance policy.
Yeah.
2, they have to have the equipment to do that. We've got 5 plow trucks right now, and there's times that we have a hard time keeping up, cleaning lots and stuff. So you're not going to go in with one little 3/4 ton pickup truck and a push salt spreader and think you're going to get everything clean by 6
miles of trails and 20 acres of parking lot. And
well, we've got that the plow trucks. All they do is the parking lots and the little roads. The snow brushes, we've got 6 snow brushes now, and that's what we clean the sidewalks with. And then we've got 5 shoveling crews of 2 people that do all the steps and entrances.
Jeez. Plus you put salt down too?
Yep. They hand throw salt and everything. They have to shovel 3 feet out in front of the steps for the snow brushes can get through. There's been times that I go in at, I'll start at 3:30 in the morning.
I've seen the videos.
Yep. 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'll by 6:30 when it rolls around, it started snowing again. And so I'm making another 2-hour round pass, do all my sidewalks again. There's been days that all I do is basically maintain my sidewalks and my brush area by making one pass. And by the time I start at the one end and get through all my buildings, I got to go back and start over again because we've got enough snow that the sidewalks are covering again. And the salt, we stop putting the salt down because the salt won't melt it fast enough before it accumulates. And salt doesn't work when it gets snowed on top of.
Yeah. Well, I've got a rock walkway in the front of my house, and until it gets up to 6 inches of snow, that no snow will get on top of those rocks. And then about 6 to 8 inches, then it'll start sticking to them. But anything other than that, no ice, no nothing will stick to them.
Because it's river rock. So
yeah, it's kind of I pulled them out of the creek.
They hold heat. They hold their own heat in them. So
and you can tell the geothermal temperature in the earth, how it's changing just by the way that it holds on to the ice.
Oh, I see it on our concrete at work, when it's dark, because we've had times that we've had snow overnight, and we've had crews that would come in at like 6:30 or 7 o'clock at night because we were supposed to get like 6 inches of snow, and we work our butts off all night long, keeping the sidewalks open for the next day. And then by 8 o'clock in the morning, when that sun pops over and starts hitting them sidewalks, instantly melts off.
yeah.
You know, but all night long, we've been fighting it to keep up with it, so we don't have so much to move. You know, and break equipment.
Well, at least your boss has got you in a cab anyway with
Yeah.
heaters. I mean,
Yeah, I stay warm. I stay warm from the waist up.
well, you're the mechanic. You go out there and put the padding down underneath it so it'll stay warm.
I've got padding and everything else, and the way the traction pedal works on that tractor that I drive, you can't seal it up good and tight because then you can't work the traction pedal. Yeah, good and tight. But yeah, after about an hour and a half of 20-degree weather outside, my right foot I can't feel. So. Yep. So, all right, y'all. It's been an hour and 15 minutes. We're gonna shut this down.
We need an applause, Ed.
Yes. Let me get into that thing again here. So, I appreciate y'all, and this is for y'all, and of course, you know. So, all right, y'all. Love y'all. Y'all have a great week, and
Bye, everybody.
we'll catch y'all next Sunday.
All week.
Later.
Later, all.